Hi, my name is Cornelia. Welcome to my book corner where I talk to you about books or a series that I recently read. The series is called Work Wife by Alexandria the Great, and this is the third book, Torment. And oh my motherfucking gosh, I ain't gonna say shit in order. I'm just gonna say it like it comes to my mind. Okay, how it comes to my mind is how I'm gonna say it. Okay, boom. Let's get to the ending. Tobias, this man is scary. Okay, Lincoln about to get into some shit, and then this bitch Sarah is scary. You come knock on this man's door, and Lincoln is so fucking annoying because Gabby already knew that Sarah come knocking on the door talking about she got a rodent issue and can she stay with him for a couple of days, and then she gonna say 2 weeks, and he said, I thought you said a couple of days. She's like, yeah, 2 weeks, the fuck. So he in there arguing back and forth with motherfucking Gabby instead of saying no. Then he's like, yeah, you could stay. And then Sarah starting her shit with Gabby, and it's like, Gabby, you are a stupid bitch. Okay, now Jada was the only one smart because Jada said, you are Delulu. Okay, that dick got you stupid, bitch, because this motherfucker cheated on you in your motherfucking face, had that bitch around you kiki and kaka, and had that bitch that bitch made you lose your fucking job. Ain't ever tell nobody what the real deal happened. And you gonna go back to him talk about you love him and he changed it. Carry on, bitch. Don't ever call me back until you get some senses. Me and Jada, yeah, me and her, Jade, whatever the cousin name is, me and her are on the same wavelength, because I would not want to talk to this heifer ever again until she got her senses in, because I don't have the time nor the energy to be playing with your ass. And I'm trying to make sure you happy and you over here still doing the dumb shit. Oh, absolutely not, baby. The whole book had me, oh my lord. The ending, Tobias, Sarah still trying to make waves, and then Sarah tried to fuck with Fabian, and Fabian was looking at her like, girl, you are nothing but a fun time, bitch. Like, that's all you are, and you trying to come on to me, show me your titties. If you gonna show me your titties, show me your titties. Like, you over here trying to act like, oh, I'm just gonna give you a peek. No, bitch, I can't turn on porn for all of that. Period. I see you, Fabian. But then this bitch called him back while Gabby and Link having their little argument. Then they had they mad sex going on, and you know they heated up when they mad, and then they have that rough sex going on. So she put the phone to the door so he could hear everything. That poor boy, his heart was broken. Poor thing. Tobias basically told Gabby that, you know, basically, you signed a paper, you can't sue, but they forgot. I feel like Gabby forgot that she didn't sign any paperwork going into this whole situation, with even going in and messing around with that robot situation. I feel like they forgot all about that. Like, they're really scared of this nigga, and I'm really hoping that this Link situation with Tobias, I'm really hoping that it doesn't turn into some next shit. Like, honestly, girl, I don't want to read nothing about no man. I don't like to read anything about anybody getting taken advantage of, and I don't. Yeah, that's going a little bit too far for me. Let's just hope, you know, Morga, whatever the fuck that big nigga name is. Hopefully, he's just there doing something to just scare him, you know, as a scare tactic, not actually doing it. You feel me? Gabby pissed me off this whole book. Lincoln pissed me off this whole book. Sarah was being Sarah. She gonna piss me off regardless. The only one that I was like T with is Jada, because Jada said, bitch, you was one dumb bitch, period. And she was proving it. And then you gonna have the nerve to get mad What are you getting mad for? This man is doing the same exact shit he was doing when y'all was in the motherfucking relationship. This man sitting there kissing up on Sarah, talking about some this our last time. Nigga, what? You shouldn't be kissing her in the first place if you trying to get back with your wife. And this man got a sex problem because every fucking time you turn around, you getting hard looking at this one, talking about she look cute. We would have had an affair if I didn't meet Sarah. Every bitch you look at, you over here thinking about if you would fuck him or not. You need to get some help, sir. Because what is going on? Is this all you think about? Alexandria. And also, a part of the book I was a little bit confused by is this giving AI? Because in the book it said, it was when, who was it? Lincoln and Sarah was on the couch, right? And it said Sarah was sitting next to Lincoln on his left to the right of him. And I was like, what the fuck? I don't understand that. I was confused by that sentence. Like, she was sitting on the left of him to the right of him. I was like, what? I don't get it. Child. Sarah over here talking about we could be a polygamous relationship. We could be in polyamory. Girl, if you don't take your thirsty ass on, he had to tell bitch, I do not want you. But he keep doing shit, talk about something I owe her. So she got to say, owe her some motherfucking way. Get her a hotel room. Help with that. The fuck? You want her to stay in her house with us? Oh, bitch, no. I said, Gabby, you better than me. Okay? You are better than me. The whole book had me. The whole book. The whole entire book, y'all. It's just, oh, she didn't actually get her leg like taken off or anything like that. She ended up with a broken nose and a fracture, and she started, and it comes to find out that Sarah and that bitch Seven really did set it up, but they covered up their tracks. And he wasn't, like, Lincoln really wasn't trying to listen to Gabby when she told him that, you know, Sarah did it intentionally. Like, nobody is trying to listen to her. But Tobias, I think he knows that Sarah did that, and he even knew that that Lincoln and Sarah was fucking. He gonna tell Gabby that, you know, Sarah basically was somebody that he could just get his, you know, help him out. You know, like, you just the wife, you think you should be the one and only, but you not. I said, oh, this why that nigga single, because ain't nobody finna be sitting here thinking they the one and only. You over here fucking this one, that one, and this one. I still can't get over the end of the book. I really do hope that Alexandria don't take it to where I think she gonna take it, or it could be a way where she gonna take it. I really do not want to read nothing about that man being traumatized. I'm sorry. When I read books, I want it to be like, oh shit, you know, like, I don't want it to be, I don't want to read none of that. I'm sorry, Miss Girl. Please move the direction of where you going with this book, okay? Because at the end of the day, it seems like if he go through this and it somehow brings him and Gabby back together because she's helping him out the way he helped her out with her leg situation, yeah, or make it, yeah, no, I don't even want to read that, Miss Girl. Sorry. Sarah, girl, yeah, it's just, the whole book, it was scratching my head. Like, she was just so delusional, sucking him off left, right, and center, talking about something, oh, I love him, he's changing, he's different. Then out of nowhere, he kissed that bitch, and then he's like, you want me to be honest with you, but when I'm honest with you, you don't like it. It's because you keep doing dumb shit. And then when she was like, oh, it's not funny, when she told him she jerked off Fabian, he mad. What you mad for? You did worse to this lady. You better be lucky she ain't let that pencil dig all up in her guts. Be happy about that. You over here talking about something, you mad. Mad for what? The men have the audacity, I tell you, to be the main cheater and then turn around and then flaunt that heifer in your face. And that's another thing. A lot of people was saying, that man to this day has not set the record straight about Gabby to this day. Nobody knew that man was married for 8 damn years. Nobody knew that he was married while she was fucking on Sarah. Nobody knew. Until Sarah said, oh, his ex-wife was bitter. No one knew. Until this day, he has not took his big ass up on, at least to, the people, and let them know, hey, at coworkers at job, yeah, me and Gabby were together, Nothing. Crazy. And you saying that he's changed, he's different. Like, even Jay had to tell her, like, girl, to this day, he has not told anybody the truth. You lost your job after this heifer, and he still ain't telling nobody that it was not your fault, it was hers. And to this day, she will come knocking on his door, and he will make sure that she got a roof over her head, because she could stay there with you. And you don't just accept that shit. Oh, my scalp is itching. That Tobias motherfucker, I hope they get away from him. Or Lincoln get away from him. Or do what he gotta do. Because, please, Alexandria, if you already wrote the story where I can't do it. I can't do the traumatizing shit. It's bad enough this girl almost got her leg taken off. Now you want me to hear about something happening in Lincoln? No, thank you. No fucking thank you. Anyways, y'all, if y'all read this book, comment down below the series, what y'all think about Gabby and Lincoln. You think they should leave each other alone? I feel like Gabby should have took her ass on and never came back. Sorry, never came back. Don't even look at Lincoln anymore. But she was still, oh, I love him. And now she back in this bullshit ass relationship with this nigga. And he, not even a damn relationship, because he be thinking about hunching on everybody that look at him with sparkly eyes. Something is wrong with this man. You ain't ever gonna be able to trust him, because he's too busy trying to. That bitch done came over and talked about she was spending the night, and he ain't say nothing. You sitting there looking stupid, mad. She in there walking around naked and carrying on, and she talk about some, I ate your coochie, so I don't understand why you mad at me walking around naked, and this one getting hard looking at her. The bitch he cheated on you with. Box of rocks for a brand. Anyways, if y'all read it, comment down below. Tell me what you thought of it, y'all. Because, bro. And if you have not read this series, bitch, what is you waiting for? Go and read it, come back and tell me what the fuck you think of it. Hi, my name is Quanasia, and welcome to my book corner, where I talk to you about books or series that I've recently read. Today's series is New Wife by, is it New Wife? Work Wife. Child. Today's series is Work Wife by Alexandria the Great, and we talking about the fourth book, Linked. Girl. Now, excuse the noise in the back. I'm preparing to get my ass in the shower. So, and I need to get this out because I just finished the book. All right, boom. In the beginning, we find out what exactly happens to Link while he with Volt's nasty ass. And like I thought, Marty big ass slopped on his knob like corner of cob, bitch, and he was traumatized like I thought he was. So I had to hurry up and go past that chapter, because baby, no. And then Sarah trifling ass, okay, he wasn't trying to fuck with her. Come to find out, Voss hired her just because she was cute, and he knew that, she was just Lincoln's type. Any bitch is Lincoln's type, to be clear, but he found out that she was Lincoln's type, so he hired her so that she could fuck on Lincoln and keep him in keep him in place, basically, because he's the smart behind the company, not Voss, because Voss don't know shit about shit, okay, period. Anyways, so Gabby thinks she got something going on with Link. Link's decide he's gonna get back with Sarah, right? He's deciding he is gonna get back with Sarah. He was looking up the footage, didn't find anything that would be Sarah's fault, so he was like, fuck it, Gabby's trying to blame Sarah. It's not Sarah's fault, it's actually mine, bitch. Everybody hate me, everything's my fault, yada yada yada, right? I'm like, damn, Lincoln, come the fuck on. Right now, Gabby, she said she upset and carrying the fuck on. She pissed me off in the first like 20% of the book, because girl, what, get it the fuck together. Anyways, So he's going through trauma or whatever. Eventually he starts hunching on Sarah again, right? He basically never tells Gabby that he don't want to be with her. And he tells Sarah, oh yeah, like I don't want to be with Gabby no more. It's me and you. Me and Gabby was never meant to be together. Right? So he's hunching on Sarah. And then he finally tells Sarah, listen, bitch, this is what happened to me. I signed an NDA, but this is what happened to me. So Sarah, being the type of bitch she is, she uses her coochie to get what she need to get. So she said, bitch, I got you, right? So she went and started hunching on this all the old niggas that got money, that's investors of the company, right? So she started getting information from all the old niggas. The old niggas basically told her, listen, bitch, that boss nigga Tobias, yeah, he's crazy. He's dirty. He's gonna get any type of information on anybody. And Lincoln, he was clean as a motherfucking whistle. But Tobias said, oh, I got something for you, bitch. And he made sure that Lincoln had a little dirt on his ass, right? So after hunching and sucking on this nigga, she done got the evidence, right? So she comes back, she's feeling dirty and nasty. Mind you, Gabby's all sad and upset and carrying on. So she started hanging out with Fabian again. Okay, whatever. Also, Fabian done fucked on Sarah. I'm all over the place. This is not in, chronological order, okay? But he done fucked on Sarah. And Sarah fucked on him knowing damn well that he used to be her friend's ex. The friend that helped you almost kill Gabby, bitch. You gonna fuck over the bitch that got your secrets? Know your secrets, bitch? Are you slow? Anyways, she wanted to pillow talk with him, and he was like, I just came for the pussy, and I got the pussy, and I got the fuck. She was like, you didn't even let me come. He was like, okay, like, that's not what I came over here for, bitch. The fuck? If you wanted that, you should have stayed with Lincoln. Okay, so he bounces. Come to find out, we gonna get there. Anyway, so after they hunch or whatever, he goes about his business. He don't ever tell Gabby that he actually hunched on Sarah, which is crazy. But the reason for Sarah doing that is because she wanted what Gabby, whoever liked Gabby, she wanted it. And meanwhile, she also decided to tell the girls at the office that Gabby was the psycho ex-girlfriend. Gabby was the psycho ex-wife that beats on Lincoln. Crazy, right? So boom, Gabby's going through it. She's with Fabian. She's hunching on Fabian. It ain't really giving her what it needs to give. Okay, she's thinking about Lincoln. How Lincoln used to put her through the mattress, and Fabian's just sitting there tapping her on the top of the mattress. She's not doing anything that Lincoln used to do. Okay, boom. So they're in this cute little fake relationship. She basically tells him, like, you're really not my man. Like, I'm finna move back in with Lincoln. But this is after the fact. Okay, so boom, let's go back. So Lincoln, right? Remember I told you how Lincoln looked up some stuff and realized that, oh, it wasn't Sarah? Well, bitch, he took a little closer fucking look. Actually, I'm skipping shit again. All right, he tells Sarah hunch on the old nigga. She get the information she need. They turn it into somebody. It gets out. Talk about whistleblower done said about what Tobias is fucking doing, right? So they said Marty boop popped himself, right, off the planet, and Lincoln was like, I really wish it was me that did it, but fuck it, right? Boom. So Sarah and him is at work. Sarah and Lincoln is at work, like, yeah, we happy, right? Well, Sarah goes somewhere, and Lincoln is looking at the videos. He finds in the video that Sarah a little bit and 2-3 bucks ago decides like we should add like some type of sign language in it for the robot. And for some reason, this bitch probably was doing this the whole time. That's probably why the robot was always malfunctioning, because this bitch kept doing the same hand gesture. It was supposed to is cleaned up in sign language, so she kept doing that hand gesture, which means that is the reason why the robot kept malfunctioning, right? And they couldn't really figure out why, right? Anyway, so he remembers that he sees Sarah do it in the video, and which is the reason why Gabby gets caught up and hurt by that fucking robot, where she had no motherfucking business being in that shit. You are black, bitch. Think with your black mind. Alexandria must not be black, but that's neither here nor motherfucking there. Okay, boom. So he then called the cops on Sarah. Sarah gets arrested, and she's like, "What are you talking about? This is crazy." He was like, bitch. You remember your Easter egg? She's like stunned, like, oh, this nigga remembered. Yes, the nigga remembered. So now she going to jail. Tobias is going to jail, and Marty, that nasty ass nigga, is done off himself. So we think, right? Boom. So he basically tells Gabby, like, yeah, all that was a show. It wasn't real. I actually really do love you. But, I guess we need to go our separate ways because I hurt you too much. You hurt me too much, right? Boom. So he goes his separate way. And then he come back. Now, I think before he leaves, right? And he thought that they was working on it, but he was still, going through his trauma. He caught her hunching on Fabian on the beach. Bitch, y'all were supposed to be working it out. And she talked about something. And he said, oh, you did that to get back at me. No, I didn't. I didn't do it to get back at you, but now you know how I feel. So you did it to get back at him, bitch, you dirty hoe. Gabby, please. Okay? At this point, it was Gabby, please, the whole book. The whole fucking series, okay? From 2 to 4. Gabby, please. So anyways, boom. He's upset with her. He beat her ass, basically. They was fighting each other. They was doing all that, carrying on. He decides it's time for him to get the fuck. Before he got the fuck, though, he did release a statement talking about everything, making things right for Gabby. And then he left. He went on a year-long trip, just like old girl. Okay? Sarah's in prison. Again, Tobias is in prison. Sarah's in prison, trying to live out her days. Ends up, Tobias, call her a snitch, bitch. And, funny thing is, Gabby's daddy done call Lincoln a snitch, but that's neither here nor there. Anyways, Tobias got hired somebody to off her in jail, so Sarah gets offed in jail, in prison. Okay, so now Sarah and Marty supposedly dead, and Tobias is the only one alive. Anyways, no fucking story short, they end up meeting each other again somewhere on some type of mountain and carrying on that they went to. They climbed before. Okay, boom. They end up meeting each other, hunching each other. Then when they separate ways, didn't see each other for 2 months. She didn't find out where he lived. Went and got him, and they got back together. Okay, they end up getting back married, and then he said he also Gabby finds out that old boy is a multi-millionaire, and she got her own coin. Period. So anyways, her and Fabian still talk here and there from what it sounds like. But from the last time she talked to him, he got a wife and he's happy and all that carrying on. And then she had to plug in, because hopefully sexually him and his wife is better because he wasn't doing it for her. And I said, girl, please, enough, right? Come to find out, old boy, Lincoln, he got a house up in the mountains and whatever. And he had Marty there. I thought Marty offed himself, and apparently he did not. He found Marty, and he used robots to off Marty. Crazy, right? Crazy. Anyways, Gabby and Lincoln got 2 kids, a boy and a girl, and that was the end of the book of her getting put through the mattress. We went through a roller coaster, y'all. This book had me like, oh my god, thank God, oh my fucking gosh. Also, the office gossip spread to the fucking internet, so some 3 bitches done walked up on Gabby talking about some you a abusive ass bitch, and the next time you put your hands on Lincoln, it's me and you. So she's like, bitch, come you got all that fucking mouth, show me what you got, bitch. And she fighting and arguing, and then the more people told her she had to leave when it wasn't even her, and they told her she was instigating it. This lady was minding her business. What are you talking about? Child, yeah. Anyways, that was the series. That was the end of it. That was the book, and it was a lot. It was a lot, y'all. It was a lot. I felt like this book went down. Well, that's probably because I was scrolling. I was skimming some of the chapters because, girl, I did not give a fuck about what Sarah had to say. Barely gave a fuck what Fabian had to say, and had to get to Gabby and Lincoln because, girl, Sarah thought she was happily ever after with Lincoln. He said, psych. He did her like that other nigga did Elizabeth. Was it Elizabeth? Was Elizabeth the one beating his ass? What was that other man name? I forgot his name, but he did her like that other nigga did Elizabeth. If y'all read her other books, I'm Not Dante. Yeah, it was in that book. Anyways, y'all, if y'all read this book before, comment down below. If you have not read it, go read it, bitch. It's a whole series. It's gonna get on your fucking nerves, I'm telling you. And then come back and tell me what you thought of it. If you could like, comment, and subscribe, ho, I appreciate it. Okay, bye.